Yes, hello, my good people. Yeah, it's actually interview session. As in one of our content, as I said, we'll be having interview across our different areas. So yeah, initially I said in one of my area in the content, we'll be focusing on youth entrepreneurship, just like sharing content that will encourage youth to venture into entrepreneurship because we personally believe like one way to cover unemployment among youths is actually having youths also venturing into entrepreneurship. So yeah, today we have someone I can consider as a young person in the bracket of youth who is actually in business. So yeah, he's going to share with us, general experience in doing business with the aim actually to inspire, the refugee youths among in Kakuma or even around. So thank you, Hamad, for actually accepting the invite to come and share your story with us. It's not taken for granted. So otherwise, let you actually introduce yourself, tell us who you are, and then I mean, what type of business you're running.
Okay, thank you again for giving me the chance, taking your time to interview me. My name is Hamad Abubakar. Uh, I, I run a small business in Kakuma 3. Mostly I deal with fashion, streetwear, casual wear. That's what I do sell.
Yeah, in terms of your background, of course, you are a refugee in Kakuma, but now, where are you originally from, and then specifically where you stay in Kakuma?
Okay, I'm Sudanese by nationality. I stay in Kakuma 3, Block 1, Zone 1, actually.
And that's where the business is located in
And
Kakuma.
this is where the business is located.
Yeah.
This is where I run my business, Kakuma 3 Market, the free market.
Yeah,
This, yes.
that's the name of the location. So, in our next question, of course, we'll just like to know your educational background. Where did you start your education? And of course, yeah.
Okay, before me coming to Kenya, I also studied Arabic. I do read and write Arabic as well. Uh, I also studied from primary one when I came to Kenya, all the way to Form 4, and I stopped there. But after Form 4, I've been doing a lot of vocational trainings, including also business entrepreneur courses. I think I haven't done so much about education.
Yeah, sure. I think everyone has a different pathway, and I believe your path is business, if I'm not wrong.
My part is business.
So, yeah, you run a fashion business. So, tell us when did you start? The business, and actually, what led you into venturing into business.
Okay, in 2014, when I was in my Form 2, I took a little break from school. Uh, I joined one of the business. I was employed by someone. I used to work for him in a certain shop where we sell clothes also. This is where my passion about fashioning and clothing started. It started in 2014. I had a passion from then, but I took a little experience of 2 to 3 months, and I've came back to school again. Then after completing my Form 4 in 2017, uh, 2018, 19, I wasn't working anywhere. And in 2019, I tried, it collapsed. I came again in 2021. This is where everything started. I started my selling of clothes and fashions, especially in 2021. Yeah, this is when I started. And from there, things start getting good. Yeah.
Wow, I think that's incredible to hear that your business passion started some years back, and of course I can see you've struggled in business, which is something common. But unfortunately, I'm glad that it is speaking now. So in terms of actually, let me say, experience running, let me say the business currently now, or even business in general. Okay, just speaking about the business now, the fashion business. How is it actually going? Okay, in terms of are you able to, of course, sometimes this big period where you make more money, you don't make money, or in general, are you getting profit that I can say are covering up your needs? Just like any other person who's doing a job.
Okay, our business is seasonally, not like any other businesses. We work seasonally, especially during occasions, during this, yeah, if there's Christians occasions, we should talk about Muslim occasions. This is where our market goes high, where we sell good. But other days also, but I'm still able to cover my expenses and my basic needs. I think although there's no profit, but there's improvement. Better than the year started. I think now it's going good. And the shop can speak for itself. But when I started, my shop wasn't used to be that big now.
Yeah.
But now it is. Now I think it's one of the biggest fashion clothes in Kakuma.
Yeah, sure. I think that's I can actually attest to that. Of course, one of the biggest fashion shows in Madrid. But yeah, you've said the business speaks for itself, so yeah, it's growing. So one challenge when it comes to starting a business, generally this is the issue of capital, you know, and I think it's a big problem when it comes to young people, you know, because of course you just done with the high school, you don't have someone who trusts you to give you money, you know. I mean, generally it's very hard to raise capital. Of course, I know it's not an excuse, you know, as they say, if you have an idea and your problem is raising money, you're not an entrepreneur, but of course it's a problem. So tell us, how were you able to raise capital to start a business?
Okay, as I mentioned earlier, in 2014, this is where I started working with someone in his shop, and he used to pay me monthly. Um, in 2019, the money I saved from where I worked, I started, but it failed. Uh, this organization offer loans. I'm not wrong, is it AC Kenya? But now they call it in Komoko.
Yeah, yeah.
In Komoko. I will also say I would say a lot of thanks to Inkomoko. They helped me. They gave me a little bit of loan. I started and I returned the loan, and I'm not peacefully working. I think the money I started the business from my savings and help from other organizations. I think that's how I started the business.
Wow, that's great to hear. Like, Nkomoko helped you. For those guys who don't know Nkomoko is like I don't know, can I say social enterprise, but it's actually one of the organizations here in Kakuma that are actually empowering entrepreneurs. So yeah, they do give business loans or grants to businesses around. So yeah, it's great to hear. Like, he's one of the beneficiaries. But now, did they give you when it was an idea, or of course when there was a structure in place?
No, they don't give us an idea. They gave me when it was already instruction in place, and I already started running the business. Yeah.
But yeah. But now, let me show when it was a structure, of course. I remember you said you started small.
Yeah.
So I mean, that money that you started small. Where did you come from? You were just maybe from high school by then, or did you work for?
I worked, yeah.
Okay.
I worked with a certain guy. I still remember him. He taught me a lot about business.
Yeah.
His name is Abrahim. Uh, he also deals with clothes and fashions. And I worked with him for about 8 months.
Okay.
Yeah. I worked 3 consecutive months without me going to school. But after me going back to school, like I started going to evening shift. Start from 2 to 4 to 5 to 6 sometimes. Yeah. The money I get from there, I saved, and this is how I started.
Wow, I think that's great. That's great to know. Said that as a young person, one of the sources of capital, of course, when you get in a little job or work, you can save little of that money so that you actually start something big. So one thing, of course, that young people struggle with is savings. So you get money, but it's very hard for you to save money. I mean, can you? I don't know. I mean, I can see you're good with it because you have to save money to start a business. I mean, what can you tell young people in terms of saving, or what trick can you think that's good that will help young people save money?
I think it's about finding someone who motivates you. I found someone who motivated me very hard. Someone at my age. We have to think big, and I think it was all his motivation from Abraham. The money, whatever I get, whenever I get from, or whatever the money I work and I get, he always tells me to save that money because time will come and I'm gonna need that money very hard. Okay. And it will really help. I listened to his advice and I kept on saving. It didn't took me like 2 years, just 1 year. 1 year, just approximately 1 year. I saved for 1 year. I was able to start. I started with less than 100K. I started around 800. $800. 80.
Let's say around 80,000.
Yeah, it's 80,000. I started around 80,000, and I brought the stock this about 60K. I used the 20K for transportation from Kakuma to Nairobi. Yeah, this is how I started. I think it's all about finding someone motivating you to keep pushing hard.
Okay, that's great to hear. So to the young people there, of course, as you said, despite that you might be having something giving you money, a job, but now if you're not good in saving, you're not going to accumulate money. You enable you actually to invest in a business. So yeah, as you said, whichever money you get, you might need it at a later date. So keep part of it there. There are many tips of saving. They are not here, but of course maybe in another video will cover. But of course, we are towards the end of the video. I mean, as I said, one of our aim to encourage young people to get into business. So as a young person, who at least of course from 2021 to 2023, that's around 2 or 3 years of business. I mean, what advice can you give to any young person there who of course has interest to start business but they've not started, they're fearing all the challenges? What can you tell them?
I'll tell young people, stop attaching age to your goals. You see, the moment you attach age to your goal and you think you can do this in 25, you can do this in 23, when you get 30, you need to do something bigger. But it starts from small to grow big. So I can tell them to stop attaching age to their goals. Like when you get yourself at a very specific age and you see someone else at that age of yours and is doing something great, all people are not the same. So whatever cuts the life gives you, go with it. We all don't start from the same places. Okay. I may get a job, but it's see like someone like me competing from for can't work such a kind of job. I really need to have a good job. But we all start from zero. Yeah. So as they earn the little they can earn, let them just start, and in time to come, they will find big changes in them. Yeah.
Thank you for all your incredible, let me say, experience and thoughts. I think, of course, as I always say, you're not only learning you as my audience, but also I'm taking a lot in terms of business. So, guys, of course, they say it takes a lot of hard work to bring such person here, and of course, a lot of hard work. I mean, the people behind the camera to come and do this content. So, when you're watching this content, of course, I mean, watch it seriously. Even have a book to note some of the important tips, so that you can put it into practice. Otherwise, that is it for this session. We'll continue bringing more people, or young people especially who are in business, so that they can motivate you towards, starting your business if that's your area of interest. Otherwise, thank you guys, and have a nice moment.